Hello, my name is Carl Hoff and I'd like to demonstrate my DoDep Kit. This kit allows for the construction of a 5x5x5 with up to 5 different types of faces. All can be present in the same puzzle. This one here is my demo model. It's basically got all 5 types of faces. It's got all 6 types or combinations of face centers with core blocking. Let me show you what a core looks like. This is one of the cores that comes with this kit. There's 2 types of extensions off the core for each face. There's a circular one here which allows the slice layer to turn freely relative to the core, and there's a square extension off the core which blocks the slice layer rotation relative to the core. There's also 3 types of faces that come with this kit. This one here has a round bottom with rounded sort of an octagonal foot on it. This one here allows, in combination with the round, it allows for the 5x5 layer to turn freely relative to the core, and this round foot with this round core allows for the slice layer to turn independently of both the core and the 5x5 layer. So that's basically your free 5x5 face. You can put this on one of the square extensions off the core, and this will then lock the slice layer to the core and only allow the 5x5 layer to turn. So that's going to give you your type 1 face where only the outer layer turns. The second layer down is locked to the core. The other type of face is this one here. It's got a same as the previous one, except it's got a square foot on the bottom of it. So if you put that on a round face like this, it's going to lock the 5x5 layer to the core. It won't be able to turn, but the round octagonal foot with the round face here off the core will allow the slice layer to turn. So this is going to make what I'm calling an S face, or a slice only face. If you put it on a square face, the 5x5 layer is going to be locked to the core, and the slice layer is going to be locked to the core by the core itself. So that's going to be an X face where everything's blocked on that face. The third combination, the third type of face, is a square base or a square foot with a round foot on it. So the round here, if you put it on the round side, this will allow the 5x5 layer to turn, but the 5x5 layer is going to be locked to the slice layer by that square foot, so it's going to turn the slice layer with it. So this is going to make what I'm going to call a 2 face, where the top 2 layers have to turn together. If you put this on a square side, the slice layer is going to get locked to the core by the core itself. It's also going to lock the slice layer to the 5x5 layer, so in effect both are going to be locked. It's not locked by just the pieces present here, but once you put the slice layer in this, it'll lock everything. So this is another possible way of making an X face, and I have both types present in this demo model. So basically in the demo model, each axis has got a square extension off the core and a round extension off the core on each axis. So there's basically 3 round extensions off the core and 3 square ones on the core itself, and I've got all types of faces present. So I want to demonstrate everything. So that blue doesn't have anything. That's my labeling for the free axis. So I can turn the 5x5 slice layer by itself. You see that turns freely, and then I can turn the slice layer underneath of it freely as well. It doesn't have to turn with the 5x5 layer. So everything's free on that. So if you put that combination on all axes, you'd basically have yourself a normal 5x5x5. The next one I wanted to talk about is the 1. So the 1 allows for the top 5x5 layer to turn freely. You can see it turns very easily and very nicely, but it does not allow for the layer below it to turn. It is locked to the core. So let's go from 1 to 2. 2 does not allow the top layer to turn by itself, but it's locked to the layer below it. So now you can see you got to turn both the face layer and the slice layer together. The slice layer does not turn independently of the face layer. So that's the 1 and the 2. Here's an X. You can see that's locked. The layer below it's locked. Nothing turns on that face. Here's the other way of making the X. Again, nothing turns and nothing turns. And then the other type of face, which we haven't talked about yet, is what I'm calling the S face or the slice face. The 5x5 layer you can see is locked to the core. It can't turn beyond that. But the slice layer below it is free to turn. So you can see I can turn it just like that. So with this particular kit, it's got all the pieces present that you can make all the puzzles, all different combinations of each of these types of faces that you'd like. It also comes with the large face centers and their caps like this. Here's the rest of the pieces that go with this particular kit here. You can see all the other pieces. But the large face centers are needed if you want to make the Mercury and Venus versions of the DoDep kit. But there's something like 600 different combinations that you can make with these parts. This is the one I've assembled it to demonstrate all the different combinations, and I'm going to leave it in this configuration and take it with me to IPP next week. So thank you for watching. I'd like to welcome the DoDep kit into the world. Thank you very much.